Mzansi, I want to quickly reflect or udalingi about the king Buyelekhaya of Abathembu. You know, what the king is doing is totally wrong. To invite Israel, to accept Israel, or as if he's the premier of Eastern Cape, or rather he's the president of South Africa. What he's doing is totally wrong.
Do not intimidate Israelis here. When a foreign is your visitor, that person is the most important person on the land. And that person must enjoy the highest of protection on the land. We're not going to entertain the presidents, no premier. Abazasicotela uncedo. Sithe sifumene uncedo bona balithotha ngenxeni yoba bona barhokozele emveni kweChina, barhokozele emveni kweRussia. Mabasivumele kuba this is a democratic state, uba nathi masirhokozele emveni kopresident Herzog.
A few moments later.
Visuals there that you're seeing, this is of Mr. Ariel Seidman. That's the top diplomat from the Israeli embassy who has been given 72 hours to vacate South Africa. 72 hours to vacate South Africa, and a number of issues that Durko has raised.
Hello and welcome to the channel. Let's get into this update. South Africa is going through a lot of things, some good, some not so good. Kuningi, but looks like amanzi angenile endlini at this moment because Israel is within and it has the Xhosa nation divided. We have on this side Udalindyebo, that is the king there of Abathembu, and on the other side there is Chief Mandla Mandela, who is against Israel. Kuningi. Now this follows a visit that the king of Abathembu did, and he went all the way to Israel. Whatever that means, you'll let me know down below. We'll take a look at the rest of the sentiments around his visit, and also now the new developments where Israel was spotted in South Africa and the king is accused of bypassing many protocols to bring in investment from Israel for their water and hospitals in the Eastern Cape. Kwaze kwaguningi, but the king is not taking any of it. We'll take a look at the thoughts and sentiments coming in from the ANC and their supporters, and on the other side, the people of the Eastern Cape. And it looks like Freedom Front Plus supporters, patriotic supporters, DA supporters are in support of what is happening in the Eastern Cape with Israel and Abathembu. But the fear is South Africa safe? What are your thoughts on all of this is happening? It looks like we touched the wrong one. Let's take a look at these views. Please give this video a thumbs up as we take a look at this further.
Relations with the country of Israel, what can you say to that?
I can say they can go to hell if they wish. Come back safe if they can. They must come back safe. Look, Mdanomshe, as a king, I'm a bona fide head and owner of the land. If any government or any constitution disputes that, someone must educate me afresh.
Don't ever say I didn't tell you. Don't you ever say I didn't tell you. After the Abathembu's king's visit to you know where, look what's happening now. The Israeli Ministry of Foreign Affairs met in Mthatha with dozens of traditional leaders to promote access to clean drinking water in remote villages. A representative of Innovation Africa, a non-profit organization delivering solar-powered clean water to remote communities across sub-Saharan Africa. I called it. You see, now they are going to give drinking water and all that stuff, the necessities to these communities, so they are dependent. And watch. Hold on. Where is it? Yeah, I've got 50 rands, 50 of South African mullahs, ne? That the very next step is that they are going to be gifted land or they are going to be sold land. And then, hey, this is how it starts, eh? This is how it starts, and I told y'all. But also don't get me wrong. If people need water, they must be given water. If our government's not doing something about it, someone else will. And that is my point. Someone else is going to come, and look who it is. The government's failure in the Eastern Cape will lead people to be dependent on people we don't want to be dependent on. But anyway.
There have been some X messages that were undesirable directed at President Cyril Ramaphosa that they felt were worth declaring him persona non grata, saying that there have been a series of unacceptable violations of diplomatic norms and practices which pose a direct challenge to South Africa's sovereignty. But also going to indicate as well that a part of that, the other violation, was the failure to inform DIRCO of purported visits by senior Israeli officials, and this being in breach of the Vienna Convention. So most certainly leading them to this moment. DIRCO as well, also on our watch. As soon as we can get in touch with them, we most certainly want to get further understanding of what has resulted in this moment, in as much as we've gotten the statement indicating the number of violations that they say are quite plenty over the course of a prolonged period on the side of Mr. Ariel Seidman, the charge d'affaires of the Israeli embassy.
South Africans, let's be realistic. When Oscar Mabuyane was endorsing the selling of that land, was promoting that land to be sold to that king of Indonesia. Here, Oscar Mabuyane was the one who was endorsing and promoting that thing. Not even consulting to the indigenous chiefs that are there, not consulting to our own traditional leaders. So, Oscar Mabuyane cannot question the King Buelkaya Dalingebo when he interacts and looks for help in Israel. Because he can see him as the hospital is debilitating there. And his people, the king, are suffering because the services of the hospital, you can see they're not well of standard to serve people. Because he has seen that these politicians, what game they do. So he must stand for something that will always help his people. Usirayeli. Xa usirayeli ngenile kuthi thina simyeke. Kufezakala isiprofeto. Sirayeli makangene kuthi. Usirayeli sithi, by the way, because inonzeka iyancwina abantu bakuthi indlala. Bayafa, our people are dying. Oscar Mabuyane has no right to question King Sabatsha. After all, they gave us a fake democracy here.
What he's doing is totally wrong. And I think this style he took from what the Africa Forum was doing, going out and playing as they are owning South Africa. So I'm of the view that we should not only comment on him only, we must also analyze and do a proper diagnosis as to where he got this modus operandi, or rather this nonsensical of doing things. He got it from the Africa Forum and the Solidarity in London. Those people who went to US and talk rubbish there about the oppression laws or whatever, discrimination law, which is those people are denying the fact that these laws are addressing what occurred on the times of apartheid. And we must never be apologetic about that one. But I'm not talking about FF+. I mean, what you call it, Africa Forum. I'm talking about ubuyele ekhaya makaye kudelela lo tata. Oscar Mabuyane ne province mayivula icala kuye kudilwe naye. And ndifuna ingajongwa ngabantu bengathi Africa Forum yona iyayekwa. Andikaboni bantu iAfrica Forum bike yabamkele South Africa yathetha ngedevelopment. And iAfrica Forum ayikayisebenzisi ilanguage ilwimi alithethayo uma olanduka uDalingebo elithi akana uphathwa ngobani lotata kudala mbegeza kwizinto ngezinto kudityanwa kuzi event ufike egeze lo government. Abanye bethu bebecimba ke mhlambi noba into yepolitiki latatu against nakwizinto ezombutho bekuwo we-EFF. So ndifuna ukuthi lanto bazisa abantu base-Israel apha azenza upresident and then abantu aba-oppressive towards iGaza, abanye abantu be-apartheid base-Israel. So I'm of the view that uMabuyane makayeke uba ligwala kudala lo tata Mthuka, lithuba lakhe limabambise lo mfo ngoba uyageza ubuyele ekhaya. Indlela aziphethe ngayo lo tata irongo kakhulu. So funeka into sizijonge inzulu, ndithi makuthweni makavulelwe ityala lo tata aziphendele uba uyenziswa yintoni le nto ayenzayo.
Well, there you have it, guys. Those are some of the thoughts and sentiments coming through there. Please do follow them on various social media platforms as usual, and of course on various news outlets to get a broader sense of their contributions to these topics. Some of the videos have been reduced so that we can get enough people's inputs and we can also build our own opinion on this matter. The conversation continues, and then we are hearing that now they have infiltrated our own people, all in an attempt to twist South Africa's arm in support of Israel, and also to drop the case and deny that there is any wrongdoing in terms of human rights. You guys, I see you again, because we should have never been involved in this. But the thing is, the reason why we are here as South Africa, even now, even the reason why we got into it is because of stomach politics. We keep asking this question. Let's talk about it down below. What's next? Please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you for joining us on this video. Please give this one a thumbs up, and let's meet on the next one. Bye.